Welcome back for another week of Tough Love and Tecates. This week, we're going to be talking about just like personal wellness things, daily habits, weekly habits, things that help you feel good, like protect your peace, and more than anything, just help you walk through life, like looking at life as a blessing and not a burden. So, what you talking about, girl?
Would you like to ask me anything, Miss Kira?
Yeah, I'd like to know, like, is there any habits like that you could say you do consistently on a daily or weekly basis that make you feel better and you notice the difference right away if you don't?
Honestly, I feel like staying up after I already wake up at like 4 in the morning to make lunch. I mean, for me, staying up like is a huge problem for me. You know that. I could wake up pretty early, I feel like, and then just kind of giving myself that time to like fully get up, but then I stay on my phone on TikTok or on Facebook and then immediately just fall back asleep. So I think for me, like when I get up early and I stay up throughout the whole day, I feel like that's like a huge accomplishment for me, and it makes me feel good. Like I feel energized,
Yeah.
surprisingly. Like you would think that I'm drained throughout the day, and don't get me wrong, sometimes I do have my little waves of like tired, but I mean, for the most part, like just staying up, like it helps me a lot. And then especially like having something to actually do, especially on my days off like this, like I could have made an excuse to why we couldn't do like a podcast or whatever, and I could have just slept all day.
Yeah.
But like something to look forward to throughout the day, I feel that makes me feel good. Like it makes me feel like I have something important to do. Like I'm not making a waste of my time.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like even, I don't know, cooking. I feel like cooking helps me. I feel like that makes me feel good too. It makes me feel good to see people like happy to enjoy my food.
Yeah. It's
I
a
mean,
love language.
Yeah,
I
it is.
think so.
I'm more of like, I'm more of an acts of service type of person when it comes to love, like that. So when I see like things that I do like that being like seen for what I'm doing, it makes me feel appreciated. It makes me feel good. So.
Would you say you have a routine, or do you feel like you're barely establishing a routine?
I feel like I'm barely establishing one. I feel like with waking up at 4 in the morning to make Esteban's lunch and then make me something too, so that way like throughout the day me and him are just, cool once he gets home, whatever. And I've established my little routine where as soon as he leaves, we, have our little us time before he gets picked up for work, and then as soon as he leaves, I go hop in the shower and I start my day. Like that's kind of something I'm picking up for like the past like 3 weeks or so.
Okay.
I feel for me, that's something I'm not used to. I'm not used to having like a set routine, especially getting up that early.
I feel like routine is so good.
Yeah, it is. I'm honestly realizing more and more, and that's why even like we need to find our thing where we go do something early as hell in the morning before either one of us start our day, so that way that's our extra pump, you know? Yeah. But other than that, though, I feel like, routines are really freaking good.
Yeah, like I love the fact that the kids went back to school this month. So it's like routine time. It's like, and just my routine is Monday through Friday, I set my alarm for 5 a.m. I push snooze. I hop immediately into my ice bath because if I don't, I'm going back to bed. I also have the awful habit, if dad's still in bed, like I will find an excuse to lay back in bed. So for me, it's like I've got him to the point where once the alarm goes off, like before I get in the ice bath, I'm like, are we gonna go walk? You know what I mean? That way it forces him, because he showers before we go walk. Like that's how he wakes up. So when we go and then we go walking, and then I come back and then I do, get Uriah ready for school. I like to jump on the trampoline with him before he goes to school. You know what I mean? And then from there, once he goes to school, then it's work time.
Right.
I have my tasks that I do daily for work, and they're like non-negotiables. Like I always like to make sure that, like my client contacts and, just making sure that not only am I doing what I need to do for my business, but that I have the time carved out to be in my business, because like running multiple businesses, it can be a lot.
Yeah.
And I feel like I burnt out so many times. And it's more because I didn't have the routine.
Right.
I didn't have my time blocked. Yes. I was just kind of all over the place. So I felt like I was just on this constant hamster wheel of like going, burnt out, tired, and then finding the strength to like clear, and bring myself back up and start doing things again. So I feel like the routine is everything. Summer's fun, don't get me wrong, but it's kind of the more systematic you make things, like more gets done more efficiently, that you end up having more free time.
Yeah. I think for me too is like, you know how like I would keep to myself in my room a lot.
Yes.
I would not leave that room whatsoever. I honestly, it got to the point where I didn't have anything to do with myself, so I felt like just staying in my room constantly with the blinds, like blackout curtains, keep in mind. So my room just being completely dark, and then me being able to like be in my own space. That was my thing. I felt like there's no comfortable feeling than being in your own space, because nobody could disturb that. So like at a certain point, I was just like, you know, you even told me when I would tell you when I'm getting depressed or I feel like I'm getting myself down, like you would always tell me like you're not doing anything to get yourself out of it, and you're staying in your in your room, your darkness.
You know what's so funny is like literally as you were saying that, like I'm thinking of what I would always tell you, like an idle mind is a dangerous mind. And so the thing about enclosing yourself into these confined spaces is you're alone with your thoughts.
Yes.
And so by default, your thoughts, like they
start becoming negative.
They become negative. Like, and it's not a you thing. I feel like it's an everybody thing.
Yeah.
Like there's no way, like if you're just sitting there with your thoughts and that's all you have, because you don't have like positive output from other people. You don't even have like positive output for yourself, because you're just letting these negative thoughts consume you. That's like, I would always tell you, like, come on, get up. You gotta do something. You gotta do something with your time, because it's almost like if you don't find the time to do things that are productive for yourself, your brain just like gets poisoned into thinking you can't, that you're not doing it because you can't.
Yes.
Not because like you're just choosing not to, but because it's unavailable.
Yeah. And then lately I was even talking to Dominique the other day. I was telling her like about, I felt myself kind of getting like that, like recently, like about me getting like really down. But I was like, you know, it's kind of weird though, because last time I felt like this was when I was like really like in my room, where I was shutting myself out from the world and everything like that. And God bless Esteban. Like honestly, for him and his family, Mom, like I don't take my long naps anymore. Like I'll take my naps here and there, but they're not long ones. Like I'm forced to get up or whatever, because I obviously want to spend time with him too. And like the way that I get up and want to go see you guys too with him, like vice versa or whatever. But I've realize that if I don't get myself like into like little routines like that, where I'm forcing myself to get up instead of like marinating in that one feeling forever, I can't expect myself to like feel any better whatsoever. Yeah. Because like seriously, I've shut the whole world out. I did not want to get out of the room. I was just wanting to feel sorry for myself, and honestly for not much, because I have a roof over my head. I have food on the table. I have clothes on my back. All these blessings that I see, I'm very self-aware of all my blessings, but there was just so many things in my brain that was just trying to come up for reasons to be sad all the time. That like,
remember
she makes fun of me because I have this thing where I could be the happiest person, happiest freaking person in the world, and I'll put on the most depressing song.
I'm like, what are we doing? Like, we're in the car jamming out, right? Like, we're singing, like, every note together. We're freaking having the greatest time. And she just goes, like, full on, like, sad Adele.
And see me, I'm a very emotional person, but I'm a very tough person, you know? So, like, I'm just, it doesn't take much to make me cry. Let's just say that. I cry out of frustration. I cry out of music.
I'm just kidding.
Thinking about that time I fell. But no, I feel like it's really important not to trap yourself into a space where you're not doing you're not helping yourself to be better. Not to say that like people don't have like their own like, you know, mental issues and stuff that are like really serious and stuff, like bipolar and stuff like that. And I hope that people do get the help that they need for that type of stuff. That's like a little bit more serious. But on my end, where it's not something that is needed to be like medicated or whatever and stuff like that, but something that I could do myself to get myself the testosterone that I need to like get the energy and get up. Well, or is that the right word? Testosterone?
No, that's a whole other.
Sorry,
that's like whatever. But
way.
The energy that you need, right?
Yes,
but energy. You know what though? I feel like what's important too is a lot of people like, and if I hadn't had all like the food allergies and issues that I've had with my body throughout the years, like I would know nothing about this.
Yes.
But I feel like so many people might think like it's this big medical issue that's happening, and that's why they have the thoughts that they have. And you know what? So many times it's just like as simple as your body needs support.
Yeah.
Like you're low on magnesium, you're low on potassium, your body wants vitamin C, your
That's
body
weird.
wants some vitamin D. Like everybody and their mama is vitamin D deficient because nobody goes out to get enough sun, and if they do get sun, they're drenched in sunscreen. So different things like that, where I feel like I mean, I'll never forget like Alicia sorry, Alicia. But anyways, like one time we went to Sprouts and, she wasn't feeling great. And I hadn't even put I muscle test. I don't know if anybody knows what that is, but like I literally put the vitamin D in her hand and she almost fell forward. And that's kind of a thing. Like when you muscle test yourself, you kind of like ask your body what it wants. And if you fall backwards, your body doesn't want it. If you fall forward, it does, right? But that was just like it was hilarious at the time. I mean, obviously she was she was lacking vitamin D, but it was just one of those things where us, especially like as women, I feel like as women, we prioritize a lot of taking care of everybody else.
Yes.
That we neglect ourselves. And it's not intentional. It's not because we don't feel like we matter, but I feel it's just like the day to day, like of go.
And that's kind of a routine right there.
Yeah.
Like that's like there's not much that women take into time to really take care of themselves, like you said,
Yeah.
like for themselves.
I mean, and honestly, like I feel like culturally too, like I was raised to believe like you have to take care of your family. Once you have a family, like that's your priority. But the older I get, the more I learn, like when I'm not taking care of myself, my family's not getting the best version of me. So I'm not even helping them. I'm hurting them because I'm grumpy. Like, I don't want to go play. I don't want to go hang out. I don't want to, like, laugh at the things that we should all be laughing at. I'm a total bitch where it's like, how is that a service to anybody?
Yeah.
How does that math ain't mathing? You know what I mean? Where I feel like we all need to just like I said, it starts within. It starts within us. Like if we need to take care of ourselves, and then from there it trickles positivity to the people around us.
Yeah, I completely agree. Honestly, I really do. It's even like now, like I even had to tell, who was it? Dominique. I was like, sometimes I just want to be alone, like completely alone, like go for a drive, like gather my thoughts, because that one's kind of like dad, where he likes to like nitpick you just to like get a reaction out of you. No. And then I'm like, right now, I don't want that. Yeah. Now, please funny. Give me my space. But sometimes it's like I cave in though, and I'm like, fuck it. I mean, you're trying to make me happy, cool, whatever. But then there's times where I'm just like today, I'm really happy that this is just us, Yeah. Like even after we leave and I'm over there for a minute before he gets home from work or whatever, it's good to take time for yourself and your own
all the time. I
yeah.
mean, there's a reason.
I just feel like I haven't had that in a
bad
while.
moms where homegirls like, I just want to be in a car accident, but
not
like nothing dangerous, like just where I get to lay in a hospital bed, like all by myself for like 2 days, and nobody asked me for shit. I mean, I wouldn't do a hospital bed because you can't even sleep in a hospital. They're like taking your blood pressure every 2 hours and fucking with you constantly. But still, just I get the vibe of just like me, like. Girls trips, like I annually I feel like every mom on the face of the planet deserves a girls trip, where for me it was like you guys would ask me, why do you go on your girls trips, why do you do that? And it's like, because
but now
like,
I get it now. I understand
now you get it.
Yes.
But it was like, I love my girls trips because it's Rita. I get to be Rita. I'm not Rita mom, I'm not P's lady, I'm not so-and-so's daughter or so-and-so's sister, I'm not a friend, I'm nobody. I just get to be me. And I feel like it's food for the soul. Like it's a reset. It's it's just, and not that don't get me wrong, like I love to travel with my family. I love to, but it's a different thing that I don't need it constantly. I don't need it. I mean,
you don't have to take
the
care
universe
of
wants
else.
to give it to me every month. I'll take it. But I'm just saying, like it's so important to just take any time to just be your time. And it doesn't have to be a trip. It could literally be like literally us, going to after this when we're gonna go get our toes done and go hang out and just like it's not me time by myself, but it's time where it's not
you though.
It's not a time of giving. It's a time of replenishing.
Yeah, that's why even like I've been debating. Like, I'm honestly happy that I waited until today to even mention about the toes, because I've been wanting to get them done for a while, but I'm like, I don't want to go to the last girl that I went to, and I'm so sorry if you ever see this, but it's just there's a certain preference that I like my toes to be like,
Yeah.
and she didn't meet that, so I was like, you know what, this would be a perfect time. I'm gonna go with my mom. I haven't had no me and her, like just me and her time
Yeah.
for a while, and I feel like that's something that's been needing too.
Yeah.
Because I don't want you to ever think, Mom, that I don't need you. Like I always need you. I'm gonna always need you.
Well, can I just, with all due respect,
Mm-hmm.
let's up it once. I don't want you to need me. I want you to want me.
Well, I guess that's what I meant then. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure that's what I mean.
Yeah.
But
Not because I mean, I don't want to come across like I'm an asshole, because I love my daughter and I want her to want me. But I feel like the need, I don't want you to need me,
Yeah.
because I want you to be able to stand on your own 2 feet and
that's the one thing you always
problem
told me
solve.
to.
Yeah, and
You've
problem
always told
solve
me
for
you don't want-
yourself.
Yeah,
And
you always told me that you don't want to leave this earth knowing that I can't, like.
take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and just like I said, like be able to take on challenges and not feel defeated.
Right.
Because I feel like that happens so much. Like something bad happens or something isn't going a particular way, and so many people just feel defeated. Like, oh my
Yeah,
God.
they just shut
Instead of,
down.
okay, this is happening. All right. And like I said, I'm a problem solver. Like I love challenges. I don't love them. Don't get me wrong. I don't like having to put out fires or anything like that. But I feel like I thrive when there's a challenge that I have to overcome.
Right.
You know, and I feel like in that, like I love to see it. I don't love to see you guys have problems.
Yeah.
But I love to sit on the sidelines and see my kids have something a hurdle
Yes.
that they have to overcome. And instead of me, like I used to, just running in and let me, you know, like the cleanup crew, I would say, coming in, figuring it out, and then just handing it back to you solved. You guys are taking the initiative to solve these problems yourself. And I could not be more proud that you guys, I get to sit back and watch.
Thanks, Mom.
Like it makes me feel good. It makes me feel good that I don't need to solve the problems for you. I just get to be a resource if you need it. And I get to just watch you guys like do you, because
celebrate with us too.
Yeah. Like I feel like that's huge. Like everybody doesn't get to have those experiences.
Yeah.
Like so many people, for whatever reason, you know, good and bad, they like stuff happens, they face challenges, and they're unable to pick themselves back up and keep things moving. And it's a blessing to be able to have the knowledge and tools and, you know, support system to be able to, you know, take on challenges as they come and keep things moving. I mean, I feel like it's all about creating habits. Creating habits. I don't know. I read somewhere that if you do something for 21 days, it becomes a habit.
Yeah.
So it's like day 3 of back to school. So I'm hoping
you find your flow.
I'm hoping in 18 days
you'll find your flow.
I have great habits. But yeah. Well, as always, it's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure, Mother.
Cheers. Cheers. See you next time.
Next time.